My name is Renison Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. Now, the moment your mind entertains two conflicting ideas, you experience distress, something that is known as cognitive decadence. Now, cognitive decadence occurs when you read or when you hear something new, or when you experience something new. It's the mind's desperate attempt to see order and consistency. Now, when we seek this order and consistency, the distress we feel is astronomical. Now, we just go sometimes to the extreme to find reasoning as to why this is like this. Now, there are many things that is existing right about now in our society that we are not accustomed to, but we are finding the reason and the excuse to rationalize this. Now, at that time, it had this earthquake in a particular continent, and the people who would have survived the earthquake would have come and say, yeah, what's going on? Something worse is yet to come. And the psychologist who was analyzing the data back then would have tried to understand why it is these people and them. I mean, come on, we now survive an earthquake and we're saying that you're going on something worse could happen. So, in his attempt to try to rationalize what would have been taking place there, he would have coined the term cognitive decadence. The people are safe, but they are frightened at the same time. So they come up with these things that make them feel good. Now, there are a lot of us that living in denial. We see things and we say, oh, what's going on? We didn't see it. We hear things and we make excuses for what we hear and for what we see and what we think we know. So when we are seeing the two, and I come in here with politics, when we are seeing the two major politics in Trinidad and Tobago behaving in a particular way, we tend to look for reasoning to rationalize this whole situation. Now, at the ending of the day, these things and them, we are in denial concerning it. Now, this is a very serious thing, because at the end of the day, anytime you have somebody that have a strong conviction concerning a particular point, you tell them you don't agree with them, they turn your back on them. You show them evidence that the question the source of the evidence, and you show them reasoning, and they just don't see the point. Now, we had to ask ourselves, what have been destroying Trinidad and Tobago for the past years? And now the answer is obvious enough, but many of us are unwilling to explore that further. And what I mean by that is this: there was no administration in the past other than the PNM and the UNC, but yet still the supporters on the both sides would have tried to find rational reason to explain what they see there and what they hope to achieve in the future. So when a man would have find reasoning to hold on, because the support system in which when somebody have a strong conviction about something and there are people that are supporting them and they are unable to take back what they have contributed to the organization, which is called the sunk cost fallacy, by the way. You invest so much into something and you're seeing it losing, and is still holding on for dear life. And coming back to the issue with holding on for dear life, what are we to do and how are we to do it? How are we going to move forward in a country when we are still choosing these administrations and them what have brought us down? There are some people who are stick to these parties as cults, because here what's going on. their identity is well within the concept of their belief being true. And the only how you can escape this is to change where you are, change your perspective, change how you view certain things, and then start to change way is to accept that you was wrong. Or you can change your belief and go ahead with it. And that is what we see taking place within Trinidad and Tobago. There are people that they believe something may have started up in a particular way, but however, that is not the way in which would have been the feasible way right about now, that this country could continue. There's another fallacy in which they call argumentum ad antiquitatem, something that the old people use on the young generation. This is how it was back then, and this is how it should be. Yes, that may be a solution for back then, but however, now things have changed, society have changed, and the same thing that was a solution back then is an obstacle now. So seeing that in the list, to change Trinidad and Tobago, we must change the administrations and them. We must change the way in which these administration and them would have governed Trinidad and Tobago by putting another system in place to conquer that. Because what is taking place here is obsolete. Let you be real. What will we gain? What is system that we have running in Trinidad and Tobago? And we are still going down that road? You still going down that road? Change is necessary. And this was a code that was coined by somebody. A snake that cannot shed its skin have to die. And that is facts. If you don't know how to change, then you will die, because what is consistent is change. And it's time we should see what is the impediment to Trinidad and Tobago, the present constitution and the administrations and them that would have ruled in that constitution. And we must change them to change Trinidad. How much of us had the belly? How much of us have that belly and that mind to stand up and say, hey, what's going on? Something wrong here, and I am willing to be an instrument in changing just that. And that's the only how, you know, that's the only how something could take place. But if you have the belly, if you have the consistency, and you have the mind, so don't let cognitive decadence destroy this country within the future. We have given all of them a chance, and it's up to us now to take the chance now within our hand. We must save our country from them. Again, my name is Renison Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. We urge you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, to like, to share, and to subscribe. We will continue to bring more content like this, unbiased, unabated, and with facts. Regardless to what some may say, we will always bring this level of consistency without any cognitive decadence or cherry picking in which the administrations before currently are using on you, the people. Have a nice day and stay blessed.